tattoo I got, I was actually supposed to get done in Norway when I traveled with my family when I was 15, and I'm 23 now. I didn't get it done there because my parents were worried about the permanency and traveling with it, so I actually didn't get it in Norway, and I got it here in Moscow, Idaho, my hometown, which I couldn't have asked for it differently. I'm Hannah Quaglietta, and I've been tattooing here at Untamed Art for about 6 years now. You know, a lot of the times when I count how many tattoos I have, I don't consider a lot of my ones that aren't finished full, or a full piece. So I mean, you know, people give me crap when I say this, but I say only 20, I would say, maybe. But around there, I would say roughly. I would say the most personal one I have is for my grandpa who passed away, and it's a number 2. Me and my cousin and my sister were his 3 granddaughters, and I was, you'd call it my sister granddaughter number 1, I was granddaughter number 2, and my cousin was granddaughter number 3. So we all got different 1, 2. Well, I got my 2, everybody got the numbers, and it was, I'd say that's definitely the most meaningful for sure. The permanence to me means a lot of decision making comes into the process. I think a lot about the future too. I try to, but it does come down to most. So I mean, I can show people what I'm about. You know, I mean, if people don't like it, then you know, so be it. But I do like how I can kind of always rock my my feelings on my body for my life and express myself through that. Instead of, cause I'm honest, I'm not good at talking my feelings. I'm better at expressing it through art, so it helps. It's a 50-50 between good reactions and bad reactions I get. My parents are always shaking their head. Grandparents were doing the ugh. But then the other, a lot of the time I get a lot of people who are, they'll just stop me in my tracks and say, what do you have? Where do you get that done? Who does your stuff? So I would say it is a 50-50, and I do love the positive, of course, better than the negative, but I'm ready to take on anything on that. There is one, not necessarily a tattoo that I regret, but it is a tattoo I would like to cover up just because it's a kanji is what you call it, and it was done by a friend that's not so much of a friend anymore here at the shop, and it just doesn't have much fun to me anymore. I feel like I can make something more fun on it. But I don't hate it, but it's not happy.
Jordan Miller.
What are you getting a tattoo of today?
An anatomic heart with flowers around it. The heart itself represents my grandma that passed away because she was a nurse. And then the flowers are my best friend that passed away because she was so delicate as a person. Just like every time I look down at it, I can be like, they're important to me and I'll never forget it. The permanence definitely attracts me. And I think it's like an art. I love art. And the whole idea of people deciding that simple pictures mean so much to them that they don't want to live with them the rest of their lives is amazing. This one, I will not have any doubt, but the one on my back, it was a quote. It says, everything happens for a reason. And I got it done when I was 15 by a man in his apartment. And he was not a professional, and so it really scarred it. And he was very heavy-handed, and it's really bad. It's really, really bad. But then when my best friend passed away, I realized personally to myself that not everything happens for a reason, because I couldn't figure out a reason that was so important that my best friend would have to leave. And so I was like, I don't even want this anymore, and I'm stuck with a crappy tattoo that I don't even want. That means nothing to me. Don't do it unless you're going to commit.
But you still want to get more tattoos?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you ever think that you will get a tattoo in a clearly visible place with full clothing?
Definitely. Yeah, of course. When I do it from a professional standpoint, if somebody doesn't want my opportunities and ideas because of the tattoos I have, that's them judging me for something that I think is important to myself. And if they don't want that because of my opportunities, my experiences and endeavors, then they don't deserve my time in a way. I don't want to act like I'm better than them in any way. It's just, why are they thinking they're better than me by hiring someone else when I'm perfectly qualified?
All right.
No, you're fine. It's good. It feels so good.
Yes. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
thank you.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I want to tattoo you guys.
Yeah, right?
I want one right here.
There you go.
I know where I want it now.
Alright, I'm Sydney Roy. Go to Wazoo. Go Cougs. I'm gonna get my second tattoo today. That's the only one I have so far. It's like a sunflower daisy kind of mix. Sunflowers have always kind of made me super happy, and like there's like one day in particular where I was having a super rough day, and my friend took me out to Seattle and we went to Pike's Place and we got a giant thing of sunflowers, and it like made me just super happy, like completely turned the day around. So that, and just because they're really beautiful, and I think that it's gorgeous. So it's more just kind of like how pretty it is rather than the actual meaning behind it.
What's the meaning behind the tattoo you're getting today?
So I'm gonna get the New England States right on my back, like shoulder blade. And I was born and raised in New Hampshire, so I'm a New England girl at heart. Like that's just I spent my entire first 16 years just camping all over New England and traveling all over New England. So it's my home.
What do you like about tattoos?
Honestly, everything. I like how beautiful they are. I like how they can have a ton of meaning, or that they can have no meaning and kind of end up having meaning just by kind of random and by chance, and having something on your body forever. I love that. Depending on who I'm talking to, like if I'm talking to people our age, they usually say that it's gorgeous and that's beautiful and that they really like it. But if I'm talking to like my grandma or older people, they usually tell me that I'm crazy and that I'm gonna regret it and that it's gonna look awful when I get their age or something. But it doesn't really matter. Like 90% of people really love it and I love it, so that's honestly all that matters.
How many more tattoos do you expect to get?
A lot. Like a lot. Honestly, like I would be happy being one of those people where I'm like in my 80s and like still getting tattoos. Like I'd love them. I think they're super fun and gorgeous.